Welcome to Breakroom Conversations. We have some celebrations today, and I am going to get our friend Tatum on here. One second. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey guys, welcome. Hey Meryl, Tatum.
What's up?
What's up? Is it cold there in New Orleans?
It's warming up. It's warming back up.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's
much
still a
better.
little cold here. I'm in Mississippi right now, in the woods.
In the woods.
In the woods, yeah. Starting off
I'm
this
not. This is a
holiday
house
season.
plant. Actually, we're not in the woods. It's just a house plant.
your tropical house plant. Well, so thank you guys so much for joining us. This is a very special episode, as this is our last one of the year. And we are missing our dear friend Alberto and Tatum. I think it was you and me last year, having our finale. And we wanted to just really give a big thank you to everyone for joining us this year and continuing these breakroom conversations with us and offering your feedback and topics. And so thankful that you guys are enjoying this. You can find the episodes on YouTube as well if you want to go back and watch them with your team. We would definitely appreciate that. And for the coming year, we have some great content for you as well. So, this episode, it's like a time of reflection, I guess you would say. It's a new year's upon us, and it's a time that we really do reflect on this past year of our achievements, maybe our, I don't want to say failures, but things we maybe didn't get to do that we wanted to really do. And now it's the time to really celebrate a new year, which is a potential for more new things to do and new goal settings. And as you know, we love goal setting and we love just achieving, bigger and better things. So Tatum, I think this really fits perfectly with and I thought about it just kind of dawned on me. It fits perfectly with the theme of our education catalog of forward motion, moving forward. So really we have to reference back and reflect back, but in order to move forward, we have to reference back to move forward. And I thought that was kind of cool. So,
Yeah, I think it's about knowing who you are and owning that, and then moving forward with that knowledge. And I, honestly, like you referenced education calendar, we've really created an amazing, I want to just say an arsenal of events and classes starting in the new year right away. What's that?
Are you reading my notes? Those were my next notes. We've created a lot of calendars, but I really think our team knocked it out this year.
Yeah, no, I mean aesthetically it's gorgeous, but we're really trying to tap back into where we were and who we are. When I say that, I think as hairdressers, especially if you're watching this, you're probably more plugged in than the average hairdresser. We get really busy, and the strength of our financial success is really based off of that busyness. But sometimes that busyness, we kind of lose touch of who we are as artists, as creatives, and as students, and that's the cool thing about hairdressing is we're constantly learning new trends, new techniques, new concepts. We're creating things with their hands. Obviously there's a service aspect too, but those two things, learning and creativity, often they kind of fall by the wayside when we're really busy behind the chair. And so we wanted to sort of tap into that inner youth, that fresh out of school, about to go to hair school, that moment where you're so excited about being a hairdresser and starting this amazing career. How do we tap into that and sort of refill our energy, our soul with that energy? And so that's what this whole calendar is about, is kind of tapping into that inner cosmetologist, that kid who first got into hair or makeup or spa. What got you there? How can we tap into that? And we're kicking it off right away. We have our Elevate Hair Reboot starting January 8th, which is around the corner. I think that's our first big event. Then we've got Serious Business and another Elevate after that on the 15th. Just so you know, if you manage to come to one of the Elevates, we have a new t-shirt that's out. Ain't even out yet.
Yeah. I love that. What's that? What's the influence around that?
It's just kind of slimy, drippy swag, you know. And so that will be there at the Austin show. And then we have another one, a new one that's going to be coming out for the New Orleans show. So just trying to hype up the energy for this. What's that?
Are the tools going to be available? The tools? Are you still going to have
the tools won't be available at the show. You know, a lot of the tools we make, like the scissors and combs, they're very limited quantity. Like we only produce about 30 scissors every time we make a pair. So those are a little kind of like, you know, kept under lock and key because they're, you know, they're custom designed and stuff like that. So we don't really travel with those. But the blow dryers will be there to kind of check out if you want to see them. And then we always do a great discount code for anyone who's there if they want to purchase those things. But the t-shirts, we will have swag at the show. So that will be there.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited that Elevate is kicking off our calendar this year. And, you know, really, like Tatum was saying, it's kind of getting back to the roots and getting back to what has excited us. Because I think it's safe to say we've all been in a little bit of a lull since, you know, lockdown and everything. And that was a long time ago. And now all of us are just like ready. And, you know, we're ready to start growing again. We've you know, revisualized who we are and what we want. And 2023 is the year. It's the year for just mastering your craft, mastering yourself again, tapping back into who you are, and really, you know, excelling again, and just excelling and moving forward in forward motion.
Yeah.
I don't know, some classes. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying, yeah, exactly. Nail on the head.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, some classes I'm excited about, you know, just starting off with just the I don't even know, the stars and I mean, everyone is a star. Everyone is great. But Tracy and Alan's class in Dallas in March, holy, oh my God, I cannot wait for this class. And just to have that opportunity to be able to work very intimately with Tracy and very intimately with Alan is going to be amazing.
Yep.
What are some classes you're excited about?
I mean, obviously I'm excited about the classes that I'm working on. You know, fluid shapes in Nashville is going to be great. Yeah. But there's a plethora of classes. We've got some new Jumpstart classes that we're implementing. So Jumpstart, as you may or may not know, is like a boot camp. It's like 2 weeks, really intense. So we've actually made some more compressed 2-day classes that are feature cutting, and then a separate one for color. So you can learn some of the techniques. You won't get all the sort of high level sort of business development sort of things, but you will get some of the technical content in those classes, and just sort of short and sweet. So if you haven't taken Jumpstart, you're interested, you've taken it, and you want to like kind of revisit that, or you're just thinking about starting your own training program in your salon, it's a great thing, the class to go to and to see how that's going. And you know, with all of our Neill customers, we're always about implementing those and helping you get those training programs started. Obviously, Meryl is saying next level blondes. She might be a little biased because she is a blonde and probably is looking for a model service in that, which is understandable. Next level blondes, but we have a redhead class coming too. Just, I don't know. I know I'm missing things. We're going to have a social lab as well, some more social media stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think too, you know, talk about mastering your craft. The other two that I'm gonna end with on my, well, no, there's one more I want to end with, but the curly hair classes and the barbering classes.
Yeah,
you know, talk about mastering your craft. I mean, that is a trend that is not going away, and it's so important that we keep practicing, you know, those techniques. So we have, you know, a bunch of classes for curly hair. We have a bunch of classes for barbering, and that's what I'm the second most excited about on this calendar for sure.
Well, I know you're excited about curls because you have curls.
And
actually, Munster and Barbara, you're kind of actually both here, right? So actually, Munster Foss is on here talking about, he's doing an amazing class called Curl Contemporary. And we also have, so we have 2 curl classes. I'm going to do that, and I'll talk barbering, right? So Curl Contemporary, that is going to be our cutting class with an educator who's new to the Neill network, not new to hair, of course, but he's new to our network, and he is a badass. So he's going to be teaching how to cut curls. And then we have our curl power class, which is really going to go through the ins and out of getting started with curls. We know that 60+% of the world's population has some type of texture, some type of curl. And it's an area where a lot of hairdressers don't get to experience that education they need to really excel in that. And we want to address those needs because we know that curly hair clients are loyal AF, right? They are just, not only are they loyal, they will be your billboard. They will promote the heck out of you, right? So we wanted to help you not only cut that with Curl Contemporary, but with Curl Power, really execute a great diffuse, a great curly hairstyle. So if you've taken Texture 101, this is going to be sort of a jump start to that. And if you're thinking about even getting the Texture 101, or you just know you need to offer some curly hair styling techniques to your clients, you need to look into Curl Power. The next is our two barbering classes. We have two. We have one with Mark Martinez, which is our sort of our foundational barbering. You know, and barbering really exists across all demographics, across all genders. You know, a lot of people are cutting their hair short. I'm one of them right now, right? So being able to execute that again for your business is so valuable because short hair shows growth so much quicker, right? So being able to do great short haircuts using barbering techniques is a really great business building tool. And on the idea of business building, we have our other cutting class, our barbering class. I don't have the calendar in front of me. Remind me of the name of the class, Stephanie. Do you remember?
Michael Pavlik, Pav the Barber.
From our North American artistic team, he will be teaching a really kind of comprehensive barbering class. We'll certainly feature cutting and the technical aspects that Mark's teaching, but really kind of thinking about how do we really tie this into business and use these tools, this education that we're getting now to grow our business. And like that's really the name of the game. Like, yes, hairdressing's fun. This whole forward motion calendar and season is about tapping into that inner youth, but we're doing that to help elevate your paycheck and to make you more financially successful in all the talented ways that you have. So that's kind of all part of the program. We do have some other business classes coming up. Might be too much to talk about here, but really excited about Neill Quality College. It's going to be happening in the summer. Can't talk too much about it. It is on the calendar, but this is a reboot of a class we did forever ago. You know, for like 15 years ago, I guess is forever in these days. But really, it's about comprehensive business building and execution in your business. So that's happening this summer. And speaking of business, I would be remiss that we still have a few spots left for Series Business, which is coming up January 15th. The most powerful, dynamic hair industry, business, education, networking, seminar, extravaganza in the heart of New Orleans. You want to be there. And look, if you can't be there, we have infinite number of virtual tickets, maybe not literally infinite, but we have virtual tickets that we can offer if you want to get a piece of it. But you definitely want to show up to Serious Business. It's going to be special. I don't know what else to say about it other than every year I go to Serious Business, it changes the trajectory of my year. And that's what we have in the beginning of the year. It's like sort of level sets, reboot for the next year, and always makes an impact and helps me go strong throughout the year.
Yeah, it pumps so much life back into you, not only professionally, but personally. And yeah, I mean, that's really kicking off the year is that event. And I cannot wait to see everyone there. Yeah, and look, you know, we know that everyone is ready to start, you know, elevating and focusing and really taking classes again, because some of these classes are starting to sell out. Susan's forward class that we didn't even talk about, we're not talking about it because it's sold out. Yeah. So it's so cool to every day when I check the dashboard, I'm like, oh my gosh, this one's about to sell out. This one's about to sell out. So definitely take a look at Neill.com at our fantastic education calendar. And we look forward to seeing most of you guys at Serious Business. And we'll see y'all in about 2 weeks. Hi, Megan. All right. Y'all have a great New Year's. Bye, everyone.
Bye.